Welcome to TVTV Sport. Tonight's game comes from the Black Gold Stadium in Poole, where Poole Town are taking on Hayes and Yeading in the FA Cup 4th round qualifying replay. As well as the prize money that goes with victory tonight, the winners will take on Oxford United, who are flying high in League One in the first round proper. I'm now going to hand you over to Sean, who'll give you some details on Poole's current form.
Cheers, Tony. Poole Town have had a good start to the league campaign, beating just one so far in their opening 10 games. But this is the FA Cup and it has its own magic, with Poole having progressed in the last round despite being down to 10 men. With a chance of playing a strong professional outfit, any chance of us keeping 11 men on the pitch this time, lads? Good luck, it's going to be an absolute cracking atmosphere.
Oh my goodness,
So I'm going to hand you over to Tony, who's going to give you an update on Hayes and Yeading. Over to you, Tony.
Cheers, Dino. I don't know a huge amount about Hayes and Yeading, as you might expect. What I do know is that if you are playing a whole game pretty much with 10 men and then you score in the last minute, you can't be underestimated. So, this is going to be a close old match.
Any needle in this one, Tony?
Needle in a haystack. I was listening on Poole Town radio as I was recording another game at the weekend, and I think there was a bit of a few handbags at full time, but we'll see. Let's hope it's a nice clean game, plenty of goals, plenty of excitement, and of course I'm going to want a home win, so I am going to predict another close game, I'm afraid, 2-1. What about you, mate?
Well, I'm feeling a lot more confident, Tony. I'm feeling it in my water. And I'm going to go for a 3-0 win for the Dolphins. Come on, the Dolphins. Hey, listeners. This has been brought to you by TBTV. Oh, yeah. Let's have it.
Nobody recognised him when he came in. I think, to be honest with you, I looked at
Okay, the match is underway, and I've tried to convey the atmosphere. It was an absolutely cracking atmosphere. The Poole Town Red and White Army were in full voice, drums, singing, a bit of swearing, and the first half chance of the match fell to Hayes, shot from distance, easily dealt with by Luke Kearney there. And that was followed up by this dangerous corner, which quite frankly could have gone anywhere. A nick off anyone, that could have been an opening goal pretty easily. We pick up just under the 10-minute mark and Poole put together a really slick move here. And I want you to remember that move, because there was a lot of patient passing, then looking for the killer ball. And that level of patience is what was lost during the rest of the game, in my opinion, trying to find a killer ball when it wasn't really on. And just as Poole had started to play what I see as their natural game, the lights went out for the second time. Many will disagree, I have no doubt, but I think that the lights going out here had a real impact on Poole's mentality. They never seem to really recover and get the same momentum back that we've witnessed in the last attack. So after a 15 to 20 minute break, the lights came back on again, the players came out, started warming up, and we got back underway.
why though. He took the ball earlier.
Jack Dixon here, laying off, finds Josh Carmichael, brought down nicely by Harry Baker, finds Jake Cope, but unfortunately his effort is high and maybe a little bit wide. This is a really good move from Hayes. I think their league position is a little bit false because they played some really good football in the night, and that's a decent save by Luke Kearney. The Hayes number 8 Omar Rowe has proven to be a bit of a thorn in the side of Poole Town. Having had that shot just saved by Luke Kearney, he unleashes that pole driver and that produces an equally worldy save. You can't say that the warning signs weren't there, and it wasn't long before this corner found Joe Grant unmarked in the 6-yard area to nod home, making it Poole Town 0, Hayes and Yeading 1. Poole showed good character though. 6 minutes later, this effort from Jake Cope was parried out by the keeper, and it finds marvellous Marvin Brooks pretty much on the penalty spot to smash it into the roof of the net. 1-1. Who'd be an away goalie at an FA Cup tie in front of this lot? The rest of the first half was a non-event. There was lots of chances, as you can see, but none that were really going to lead to a goal, you felt. And then, bang on the stroke of half time, this happened. Watching this in real time, it still seems like it's in slow motion. Anyway, James Clark volleys home with his left foot to put Hayes and Yeading 2-1 up, right on the stroke of half time.
Johnny, stay in.
It never fails to amaze me how some innocuous looking challenges can lead to such terrible things. Toby Little here, finishing from the edge of the area to give Hayes a 2-goal advantage. Poole Town 1, Hayes and Yeading 3. The second half would play out in a familiar pattern. Poole Town were bombarding the Hayes and Yeading end with lots of half chances. However, it seemed to be quantity over quality. On the other hand, as you'll see later on, Hayes were relying on the quick breaks of their strikers, and if they picked their passes a little better, could have found themselves grabbing another goal or two. Getting into the last 10 or 15 minutes and we were into frustration territory. There's a bit of a coming together here, ended up in a yellow card, and we also seen a lot of subs, so the game wasn't really flowing, but Poole were continuing to press but not really creating that golden chance that you really want to see come your way when you're 3-1 down with 10 minutes to go. In a high stakes game like this, every offside decision upsets someone. And coming up, we've got an example of one of those breakaways that I was talking about for Hayes. 6 minutes of added time were added on, mainly for the time wasting from the Hayes keeper, although, to be fair, he wasn't told to hurry up by the ref. But without that, we wouldn't have got to witness this. Yes, that's Luke Kearney smashing one in from the edge of the area. Two defenders completely bemused. Keeper doesn't have a clue what's going on, probably thinks, no problem. Hey, unlucky mate. Okay, there's about a minute to go. There's a free kick given, celebrated like a goal. You got the guy with the ball, shoves it up his top. Can't find it, ref, where's it gone? Brilliant. Typical cup tie stuff.
Is there any chance? Second ball.
Unfortunately, it was too little too late. A second goal coming 3 minutes from the end just didn't leave enough time to put enough pressure on Hayes. The ref blows the final whistle and the Dolphins fall in the first qualifying round. Good luck to Hayes, who now face Oxford United in the first round. Although my local viewers won't be happy with the result, I hope you enjoyed the coverage. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel at TBTV Sport, you'll get a notification of all future uploads, or follow me on the socials where I'll publicise the upcoming games.